Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a New Year's type video, but I thought it would be cool to do like a recap of 2019 and just talk about stuff from this year and what I hope to achieve next year, and just things like goals that I've like put in place for myself to achieve greater things, I guess, or to work on, because there is always room for improvement, I think. So let's get right into it. So 2019 has been a roller coaster of a year, and I know that people are probably like, well, everyone probably would say that, but no, it's been a difficult year, but it's also ended as a good year. So it's kind of like there's not a precise like good or bad year, like it's been a mixture of good and bad. I lost a lot of people in my life. I did struggle a lot at the start of the year after losing my gran before Christmas the year before, and I just had to try and adjust to that, and not like, because when you lose someone like that you have to adjust to not like picking up the phone and calling them, and like not going down to visit and stuff like that. So it was really difficult for me to like adjust to things like that at the start of the year, and I still had college to focus on, which I feel like I dealt with all of that really well, considering I had like shows and I had loads of written work I still had to do. But I think like it was good that I had college at that point, because it was a good way to kind of keep my mind off of it. And I turned 20 this year. I know I'm turning 21 in like a couple of like 2 weeks or something. It's so scary, like what is happening. And it was at the point nice to spend time with the people I spent it with, but the people that I spent it with are no longer in my life anymore. And I think, you know, like I spent a lot of this year overcoming a lot of mental health issues. I had to go back to therapy and actually sort through the trauma from the car accident, which was so beneficial. I have talked about that before. So I spent a lot of time like processing all of that and like really working on my mental health as a whole. And obviously I came off medication, and an update on that, I actually have felt really happy, which is really odd. Like I've actually felt happy for quite a few months. Like I have had the odd emotional moment, but I just think I'm emotional. I'm an emotional person. Like I feel good and bad emotions like a lot. Like I feel them like in my soul, and I just like cry at everything. Or it could just be the pill, who knows, like it could be one or the other. So you know, it's definitely been a year of working on myself, and I don't want to like say that word because like I know that was a meme back when Kylie Jenner said it, but like it has been a year of realising a lot of things when it comes to friendships, knowing how much that I can take, and knowing when I should have called it, like I should have stepped away from these people before I let it get to the point that it did. Yeah, like I lost a lot of friends. Well, I didn't really have a lot of friends, but like the friends that I had, they all like, well, one of them kind of just left, so I kind of just like put a stop to that and kind of put them away like from my life, because they caused a lot of negativity and were consistently like would fall out with me and like do all these horrible things and then come back. And this time it took me a lot to forgive the person for how they acted before, and I was like, it's fine, like maybe this person has changed, blah blah blah. They hadn't, and they hurt me a lot more this time, and it took me a lot longer to get through that and work through it, because I was more angry at myself for allowing this person to hurt me the same way, like, or more again. And I think sometimes you have to go through those situations where it makes you realise like you can't keep letting the same people hurt you and have control over your emotions, because I definitely felt like this person, I'm not going to name names because that's not fair, like this person, whenever they'd leave, would have like a strong hold of how I would feel because of certain things, and I realised, you know, like that's not okay. Like I deserve to not have like those things, be like have control, like have this person have control over how I feel. So it took me a lot of months to get over that, like I always have every time that person's left out of my life. But I feel like I dealt with it a lot better this time in a more positive way, which it was very eye-opening. And see, when this person isn't in my life, as much as I cared about them, my life always seems to go much better, and it's always such a shame because it would have been nice to have that person in my life now, but it is what it is. Like that's been and gone, and I'm in a much better place now. And there was another friend that I kind of just had to like cut off because it was like the same cycle of being treated in ways that you know are not okay and you shouldn't have to put up with. So, and I think it's important to realise that in any sort of relationship that you have, whether it be romantically or friendship wise or even family, that you don't have to deal with the way that they treat you, and that's okay to like cut them off, because I found it really hard to do that because I felt like it made me a bad person. But even if it comes across as you being a bad person, like putting yourself first is what's more important. So yeah, like those were like quite difficult times this year, trying to adjust without these people in my life, and things. But I feel like the year got better because I got, although I didn't have college to look, and obviously adjusting to not having college this year was quite difficult for me because I was like, well, what am I supposed to do? Like I had college for like 3 years and now I have nothing. Like it was quite difficult, but then obviously I had my job so that I could focus on that. And so it was all about adjusting and realising it's okay to put yourself first. This is kind of what this year was all about. And then it started getting better because I was going to acting workshops. I had acting opportunities of where I was in like a few projects or I was auditioning for things, so like I wasn't just doing nothing while I waited for college to come back around to like apply for. So like it's been a really weird year, but it's ended on such a good note where I have people who I feel around me care and they want to be in my life, whereas a lot of the time I've never felt like anyone's wanted to be in my life. And I know that sounds really sad, but like I don't want sympathy or anything, but I just feel like people they just don't show enough that they want to be a part of my life. So then I start to like push them away because I'm like, well, if you're not showing that you want to be in my life enough, then just go, like the door's over there. So yeah, this year's been crazy, and I just know that I just have a gut feeling that 2020 is going to be so much better. I'm going to be 21. I have some possible acting projects still in the run that I could be doing at the start-ish of the year. I can apply for college again, hopefully get in this time. If not, then it's not the end of the world. Like I've adjusted to 1 year without it. Like it's not really going to make much of a difference. I'll hopefully have a showreel because Hidden Illness that I was a part of is coming out early next year, so it'll be so good to see that, to see like how that came across and like how it all like worked together, because obviously I was only in like one scene, so I don't know how the rest of the production went. And it'll be also good to see the student film that I was in, because that was so fun. Like both of them were really fun, but it was really fun to play a character that was different and that was out of my comfort zone, because usually I'm always the one to like, well I'm not always the one, but I sometimes try to play it safe. So it was really nice to play a character that wasn't safe, and it was just so fun to play something so different. So I'm excited to see those. But I feel like I've rambled on about this year, so we'll be right back in the next part and we will talk about New Year's resolutions and what I want to achieve in 2020. So 2020, I have I guess some resolutions I made for myself, so we'll get into that I guess. I want to be able to speak up for myself more, because I feel like I still get very reserved, like not reserved, but I just don't speak up for things that when I know that I want to say something, I just would rather not say anything. I want to stop being taken for a mug, because I feel like that's what a lot of this year has consisted of, like me being mugged off by like everyone. Not allowing people to have control over my emotions. What was the other one? Not letting people walk all over me, because that is one thing that I have allowed to happen for so long, and it's not going to happen anymore. Because why should I let people continue to hurt me and treat me in a way that's not nice? Whether that be friendships, relationships, family and work, especially maybe work, but yeah, like I just want to not stand for people's like negativity and like the way that they think they can treat someone if it's not okay. I definitely want to like put a stop to that, because that is something that affects like your inner peace and like happiness. So like that's not coming into 2020. So like if you think, oh well, Megan was a pushover before, well, not hopefully not anymore. Because I have put up with so much stuff, like the way that people think they can like treat me and like stuff like that, and it's not okay. Like I shouldn't have allowed people to do that for so long, but I'm just, and I don't mean this like to come across like self-centered or like cocky or anything, but like I know that I'm a good person and that I'm really nice to everyone that I speak to. Like I would never be nasty or negative like towards people. So like I know that I'm an easy target for those types of things. It's like, oh, she's too nice, like she won't do anything about it anyway. But that needs to stop. Like you can still be nice and like stand your ground on those sorts of things. So I'm trying to figure out a balance to do that for next year. See, those are my resolutions, to like not be walked all over in 2020. But I do feel that 2020 is going to be a good year. It's so weird even saying 2020, like it's so weird, like because it's going to be a good year because I'm in a good place. The year will go well because I'm in a good place, and there'll be acting projects, hopefully some more than the ones that I already know about. You know, like maybe getting into college if that doesn't work, like having acting for me going the best direction. Maybe even going on holiday, because I've not been abroad like on a plane on holiday since I was like 8 years old. Like it's so bad, like I don't even have like a renewed passport, like that's how bad it is, but I just keep forgetting to do it. I mean, it took me, was it 20 years? No, yeah, 20 years to get a provisional, or was it, no, yeah, I was 20 when I got it, like, because I just was like, well, I don't really drink, so like, what's the point? But hopefully I'll also learn to drive this year, because I've not even tried to learn to drive. But then I think because of the accident it kind of put me off, but now that I'm in a better place with that, it would be good to hopefully learn to drive, save up my own car. Although my dad keeps going, oh, but I'm your dad, like I should buy you a car. I'm like, no you shouldn't, like I can do that myself, like that's my responsibility. My dad's just weird like that. And it's so nice though that he thinks of that, but I would not let him do that, that's like far too much. So hopefully like 2020 will be like the year of like Megan, I don't know, that sounds weird, but like yeah, like I do feel like it will be a good year. And I definitely hope it will be surrounded with such great people that it will continue to be a good year. And I just hope that I can make even more memories next year, because I definitely love making memories and like having those things to look back on, because like at the end of the day that's all you're really going to have is memories, so it's good to make as much as possible for sure. So I definitely feel like 2020 is going to be a year that's going to be really good for me because I'm in a good place. So fingers crossed that doesn't change, and fingers crossed like it will be a good year. But I have a feeling in my gut that it's going to be like my year to like be successful, and And I don't mean like, oh, like oh my gosh, English. I don't mean like a successful actor or anything. I just mean successful in life, with it be like happiness, just like life itself. Like it doesn't have to be like a specific thing. Like I just feel like it's going to be the year where I excel through things, whether that be whatever it is. But I don't know, and I know that I'm kind of just rambling now, but I do definitely feel like 2020 is going to be my year, which is weird because I never have ever felt like that. I don't know if that made sense, but I've never felt like, oh well, like this year is going to be my year. Like I've always just gone, cool, it's a new year, like that's it. So I think because I've had that gut feeling for like about a couple of months, that it's exciting to me because I've never felt like that before. And it's also weird because I never thought I'd make it to 16, and here I am turning 21 in like 2 weeks. Like it's scary. So, and hopefully there'll be great things happening for the channel too, because obviously I want the channel to have like more fun content, and even just like have others. There is going to be some more mental health stuff coming up, I just haven't been able to do it yet. And just some more like fun things, and maybe like you getting to know me more and things like that. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the videos that I've done this year, even though I kind of started more at the end of the year. But like even just since doing YouTube, it's been like so much fun, and I enjoy every moment of it. Like I don't even, it's like as long as people still enjoy it, like that's good too, but I enjoy every moment of it, so that's always important as well. But hopefully the channel can grow much more next year, and maybe have a few collaborations, because I know that people have shown interest in wanting to collaborate with me, and not just like some random people, but like people that are quite cool people. So it's exciting. There's a lot of things to look forward next year, so I cannot wait for it. I hope you guys all had a really good holiday period and have had so much rest and some lovely food, and I really hope the new year is great to all of you. Thank you so much for all your support so far this year, and hopefully I can have all of your support next year. Thank you guys so much for all your support and for taking the time to watch my videos. It really means a lot. I'll see you all next year. Bye.